My name is Natalie Perez, and I have an interview with a member of the band Fear Factory on May 17th, 2012. So, first off, you guys are currently on tour. How is the tour going for you and everybody that's a part of it?
The tour is going great. We started a few weeks ago, and we're in Chicago today. We're playing at the Bottom Lounge, and it's us, the Shadows Fall, the Devastated, the Browning, and Legacy of Disorder. And so far, everything's amazing. We've been having a great time. Kids have been coming out. People are excited for the new record, and so, we're just happy to be out here.
Cool. Sounds pretty exciting. Do you have any tour horror stories that you'd like to share?
Horror stories or funny stories?
Either or, whatever you want to share.
Either or. Yeah, one time, like a year and a half ago, our bus caught on fire.
Wow.
In England, yeah, and the whole bus burned down. Luckily that we were able to get out of the bus before, the flames got too big. And we were able to get, everything off the bus. So, but it was really weird standing on the side of the road watching your whole bus go in flames.
I bet. Man.
Yeah. That's one of the horror stories. The other funny stories is, we're all partying on the tour bus, and the bass player of Shadows Fall gets so fucked up he basically throws up all over me. Things that happen on the road, it's fun.
I guess so, right?
Yeah. Told him not to drink the Jack Daniels, but he did anyway.
Have you noticed the economy affecting your tour attendance or merchandise sales?
I believe, for everybody. Everybody, not just a band like us, but for everybody. But for us, in order for really to make any kind of income, we have to stay on the road. We have to, play worldwide, really. But the economy I see more in America than other parts of the world. Europe, it seems to be. I know the economy is affecting everybody worldwide, but we haven't really noticed it in other countries, only in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, you just got to keep pushing and, succeeding as best as you can.
Correct. I mean, that's exactly what we do. We stay out here and we're as positive as possible. And, we continue to do what we do.
Yeah. What band did you have the best time touring with?
That's such a hard question because we toured with everybody. Sepultura back in 1994. Obituary in 1994 was fun. Ozzy, we toured with in 95, 96. All the Ozfest tours that we did, all the bands on the tours, Pantera and Slayer and all those bands. We did actually do a tour with Slayer. That was amazing. There's so many good tours. It's like hard to name just one.
Yeah. All right. What's been the best prank that you've played on either your bandmates or other bands that have been a part of a tour?
The best pranks? Well, a lot of the times, like when it's the last day of the tour, people play pranks on each other. And I remember, we were on stage with Ozzy, and it was the last show of the Ozzy tour, and we basically, ran up on stage with Ozzy, and we were holding up a big Fear Factory banner the whole time behind him, and he never knew. He never even turned around. Everybody else in the band knew except him. And it was like, one of the best pranks.
Cool.
It's not that funny. I guess you had to be there to really.
I'm picturing it in my mind right now. I could tell that it's funny.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the new album that you have coming out. How would you describe the overall sound of this album, and how does it compare to your last release?
Well, I think the overall sound of the record is very perfect combination of the metal and industrial music, and I believe it's the purest of Fear Factory that's been for a long time. The last record, it was very aggressive and it was very fast and it had a lot of different elements to it. On this record, we decided to bring back more keyboards, more of the samples and keyboards, and we wanted to add more of that because it was kind of lacking on the last record or previous records before that. So that's the difference between the two.
All right. Are you using any new instrumentation that you've never used in the recording process before?
No.
So it's just the same old thing?
Well, we've been a band that's pretty much embraced technology since back in the time when we first started playing. And so obviously the technology over the years gets better. But for the past two records, we've pretty much been using the same setup.
Yeah. All right. Did the band have any definite goals that they were aiming for before the recording process even began?
Any specific goal, you try to put up the best record you possibly can. We wanted it to be, a conceptual record where you're reading the story, you're reading the lyrics, you're looking at the pictures, and you're also hearing the music, and it all fits well with each other.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying on that. When did you start writing for this album, and was the songwriting process different or similar to previous Fear Factory albums?
Songwriting different. It was the only difference was, difference in albums. Yes, I would say difference in albums, but, when me and Bert first started, it was just me and Bert, the singer.
Yeah.
Bert and I. And, we decided to do the record the same way, just me and him. And that's how we did it.
What inspired the album title, and is this a concept album?
Yes, it's a conceptual album for sure. And what inspired the title was I was watching the History Channel, and they were talking about this guy, and back in the early 1940s was making war machines. He was making engines for war machines, like for planes, for jeeps, for tanks, and so on and so on. And the narrator quoted him as being an industrialist. I thought that was great. That was a great title. So we took that title and basically made a concept behind it of what it meant, or what we made it mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Did you feel any pressure for a follow-up?
I didn't feel any pressure for the follow-up because I have, very big confidence in my and Bert's writing capabilities to come up with another great record. And so I didn't really feel any pressure at all.
All right. What does Fear Factory have planned for 2012?
We have a video coming out, a song called New Messiah. It'll be out within the next couple weeks. We are going to be doing worldwide touring, basically all the way up till December 18th. We are on this American tour now. We did South America just before this one. We went to Brazil, Argentina, Chile. Then we go over to Europe, and we do all the European festivals. And then we come back here, we do another tour called the Shockwave Tour, which starts in July all the way to August, somewhere to the end of August. And then we go to Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and a lot of the Asian countries like China, hopefully Korea and places like that. And then we go back to Europe late October, early November. We do a tour with Devin Townsend, and that goes up all the way to December 18th. So that's pretty much my whole year.
So touring your butts off.
Have to, yeah.
All right, and Is there anything else you'd like to say or add?
I'd like to say thank you to all the fans who supported us for the past 20 plus years, and we will not let you down. The Industrialist record, it's a very, very great record. Pick it up. Comes out June 5th.